Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Mech Merlin. Welcome to Tatay Mo, and it's me, Jim, for being the first ones here tonight. As you can see from the stream title down below, tonight we are building KBDFans' newest 65%, the Dune 65. So the Dune 65 is KBDFans' newest board. Well, it's supposed to go into group by late September with blocker between the arrow keys and the rest of the board. So you guys can see. Look at that. Fairly decent looking board, and most of its design aesthetics are here on the side profile and internally speaking. Dune 65 inspired by sand dunes, as you guys can see. Yes, this is a board sent to me by KBDFans. They were very generous. In fact, they sent me everything. Pretty much they got the board itself, keycaps, and switches. So yeah, this is a 65% layout board. As I said earlier, typing angle 8 degrees, 1.6mm non-flex cut hot swap PCB, also solder PCB support. 5 different colors: Moonlight Silver, Deep Space Gray, Light Sand Gold, Pine Green, and Midnight Blue. Board comes in several layouts, as you guys can see there. More sand dunes on the back. Comes with a fancy little case as well. So yeah, in addition to this board, they also sent me roller switches. This is a new type of switch. You can see these little gold inserts on the sides. It's supposed to help it roll better, or have the slider move up and down better, make it smoother, and also to reduce the top wobble. If you've ever experienced a wobbly stem or even a wobbly top, you know it's not a good feeling. Never tried these switches before, have only heard of them through Discord. So we'll be trying these out tonight as well. And also, they sent me PBTFans Emma. This is a green set. Oh, interesting. If they sent me a green set, then chances are I might have the green board. We'll see. So yeah, when I first unboxed this board, I was really excited. Mainly because the carrying case that it came with was in yellow, and I was like, oh my gosh, is this a yellow board? But then when I opened it up, it was not a bright yellow, so I was like, darn it. But maybe I might use this case for a yellow board that I have. We'll see. Let's see, here we go. Hot swap PCB in the case. We will need to cut it a little bit, as I can see that it's got some of the, I think it's called the PCB frames that we'll need to clip these guys off. Kale hot swap sockets, an STM32FL ARM microcontroller, and yes, this will also have a daughter board, so you guys can see over there. Might as well clip it since I have it off. But once you've done that, then it should snap right off. A bunch of foam. You've got PCB foam, case foam, plate foam, additional case foam. Lots of different options here too. They all feel like different material. But there we go. You guys will see what color this is. Let's see. I'm guessing that it's green since they sent me PBTFans Emma. Actually, it's black. I was expecting green, but that is black. That is the Deep Space Gray. Sorry, not black. Deep Space Gray. So you guys can see that middle brass piece. Beautiful. And I'm already getting fingerprints on it. Oh no. Looks like they have double blocker as well, so not just a blocker between the arrow keys and the space bar, but they also have one. I think this should be the win key. Yep, win key. You know what, I actually haven't even done the stabilizers first, so that's probably where we should start. Yeah, this kit, or at least what KBDFans sent me, did not include stabilizers. So today I am using my favorite stabs, Lab stabs. Are they the best? Honestly, I don't know, but these are the ones that have worked best for me. I have very little instances of warped wires. In fact, I've never had an instance of a warped wire, and the price is right as well. Yeah, I like to use 205G0 for the plastic bits, and I used Permatex dielectric grease when it comes to the actual cable, to the actual wire, I mean. Overall, the build wasn't difficult. You will have to completely disassemble even the middle brass portion to install the daughter board. However, I did get confused on one little bit. The unit I received has a wind key blocker, and looking at the diagram here, I had incorrectly assumed I could mix the two bottom row layouts and create a 1.5, blocker, 1.5, 6.25, and then followed by two 1.25 keys. That is incorrect. It's one or the other. I ended up being 0.25U off, so I had to remove all the keycaps and switches, install a new stabilizer for 7U spacebar, and rebuild. I did build the board in both mounting options. Here are the typing sounds associated with Gasket and top mount sequentially. So in terms of numbers, I guess if the gasket mount was 100% poppiness, making it a top mount, I'd say only dropped it down to maybe 90%. I do detect more bass frequencies when I'm typing, which I really like, but I don't like it any more than the previous build. If the only thing that you change is the mounting on this board, the things you will notice are sound and typing feel, but not by much. And I like them both. Overall, I am pretty pleased with this. This guy turned out much better than I was expecting. A large part of it has to do with the switches they sent me. I'm really impressed with these. These guys are so smooth and very it definitely eliminated the top and stem wobble. When a switch has very little stem or top wobble, what ends up happening is that the materials are too tight together that even if it's a smooth switch, you will feel like scratchiness simply because of tolerance issues. But the way they've designed this with the rollers, I detect very little scratching, if any. But $6 for 10 does seem kind of pricey. Okay, in terms of the board, I like the brass accents a lot. They definitely sell the board to me in terms of aesthetics and also in terms of the typing feel and the sound. So overall, I think if you're looking for a decent 65% board, definitely go for this. If you don't like this blockered layout, you do have the option for the regular layout, which if you're like me, I would highly encourage you to do so. I am capable of using wind keyless boards. For aesthetic purposes, I do prefer the 3 1.25Us. Let me hold this board up for you guys to see. Very beautiful board. This is the space gray. Look at the side profile, very pretty. And then the back. This is the Dune 65. But I think if anyone were to look at the back as is right now, you'd be like, yeah, sure, that kind of looks like a dune. Most of the sand dune aesthetic is actually inside on the internal brass weight. Or I guess it's not an internal brass weight, it's a middle brass piece. You know, earlier I mentioned I was deciding between top mount and gasket mount. For the specific way that I built this board, I think the difference is so minimal that in terms of building and in terms of like ease of build, if you like to, what do you call that, customize it, I would just go with the gasket socks just because it's so much easier. I'm not saying that that's the better way to do it, it's just the more convenient way to do it. KBDFans said it should be around 300-ish. Yeah, at 300-ish, this board is a steal. Since I've already built it with top mount, I'm kind of hesitant to go back to gaskets. So I will leave it as top mount for the time being. And maybe in the near future, I'll put these gaskets back on if I ever have to rebuild the board. Once again, this is the Dune 65, soon to go on group buy on KBDFans. I believe they said this was at the end of the month. And if you guys see KBDFans messages here, it's supposed to go around 300-ish, which is great. Boards that allow you to build it in 2 different ways is always a fantastic deal. So yeah, stay tuned to KBDFans.com for when this guy goes into group buy. Okay, KBDFans, thank you for allowing me to build this for you guys. In my opinion, this is another great board. So thank you for the opportunity. Alright everyone, my next stream should be next Tuesday. And like I said at the beginning of the stream, I should also know by next week if I'm going to the Grand Lason. This is the big keyboard event in the Philippines, so I'll let you guys know about that. But next week the plan is to do another rebuild of one of my boards. So if you want to see a rebuild of a 65%, definitely come in next Tuesday. Alright everyone, have a good rest of your week, and I will see you when I see you. Goodbye everyone.